today's episode of Music Without Theory, we're going to talk about vibrato. The word vibrato comes from the Italian word vibrare, which means to vibrate. In music, vibrato is defined as a rapid, slight variation in pitch. This change in pitch should be so minimal that you barely notice it's happening. Like this. Vibrato is often confused with a trill, but these are two different singing techniques altogether. A trill simulates the effect of vibrato by trilling back and forth between two separate notes, like this. La, la. Whereas vibrato comes from more subtle alterations and shouldn't extend beyond a semitone. Vibrato is believed to add warmth and colour to the vocal, as well as helping it carry through a room. It can be heard from singers across the globe in different genres, from R&B to opera. So, the big question is, does vibrato come naturally, or can it be learned? Scientists believe that vibrato occurs as a relaxant principle. This is because the body needs periodic muscle relaxation during intense vocal activity, such as singing. It's a similar effect to when we lift something heavy and our muscles begin to shake. During vibrato, the oscillatory movements are also transferred to other areas of the body, such as the tongue, the epiglottis, and the pharyngeal wall. A balanced voice is key to producing a good vibrato. This means developing the muscles that produce your vocal so that they work in a coordinated way. I found it quite challenging learning how to sing, learning how to control my breathing and my diaphragm, and I think this was made harder because I have an essential tremor. You can't really see it because it's very slight, but I slightly shake all the time. And it's not just in my hands. Oh gosh, that's really going for it. It's not just in my hands, it's in my whole body. So you can imagine how that might add a little bit of extra movement to my vibrato. Here are some of the things I would recommend to help nurture and improve your vibrato. Number 1, sing with good posture. As we talked about in a previous episode called Looking After Your Voice, always sing, ideally, standing up with your feet shoulder width apart, feeling as relaxed as possible. Head looking straight ahead with your shoulders down and abdomen relaxed. 2, use diaphragmic breath. This involves engaging the stomach, your abdominal muscles, and your diaphragm when you're singing. We don't really want to see your shoulders going up and down too much when you're breathing. You have a lot more control when you feel your stomach or your tummy rising and you're able to push that air out from your diaphragm. 3, perform vocal exercises that specifically focus on vibrato. For example, try beginning with a phrase or a note with no vibrato. And where the phrase or the note tails off, allow a little bit of vibrato to come through to finish the last note. 4, practice balance. To balance your voice, work on smoothing out your vocal break through different vocal transitions. This means singing lightly through vocal transitions, maybe from chest voice to head voice and back again. La, la. This will help train the muscles involved in chest voice and head voice to work together in a more cooperative way. And remember, you should never force your voice to do anything it doesn't want to do. If it feels like you're straining, you probably are. When you're first trying to sing with vibrato or trying to master vibrato, particularly towards the end of notes, I would just start in a small room in the most relaxed atmosphere that you can. Sing one note for as long as you can. Don't choose a note that is in any way challenging for you. Just sing something right in the middle of your range and sing to the end of that note and just try and be as relaxed as possible so that it just flows out and there's a nice natural vibrato at the end of that note. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Music Without Theory. I hope the vocalists out there found it useful. Do you have a vocalist in mind when I talk about vibrato? I know a lot of different singers have very specific styles of vibrato, and that can be something that makes their voice instantly recognizable. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time.